Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome the class of 2025. Please be seated. The Reverend Barbara Day Miller will deliver the opening invocation.
Let us pray. O God of creation, of all living things, the whole earth is full of your glory, and all nature sings your praise. Today we join that song as we gather in celebration. With love, we give thanks for our graduates, for their curious minds and caring hearts, their spirits of wonder and curiosity, of surprise and discovery, their commitment to study and learning and service, to activities that challenge mind and body, their unique gifts and talents, rehearsed and developed, that have enriched this school community, their growth as scholars and athletes, as citizens and neighbors. With joy, we call to mind formative and favorite moments. Laughter with friends under the tree in the quad. Home runs, touchdowns, goals, points, and championship games. Drama and music and art. Travel to Florida, to Japan and France. Freshman weekend, as freshmen and as mentors. Talent shows, proms, and homecomings. The last first day. With gratitude, we honor all who have nurtured and supported our graduates. Loving and devoted parents, grandparents, siblings and kin, visionary trustees and administrators, dedicated and gifted teachers, coaches, staff, and volunteers, all those who have prepared the meals, cleaned the classrooms, maintained the campus, and who have daily greeted each person at the gate. Now, O God, send your Spirit upon us gathered, and surround us with your love, as we call each graduate by name, remembering, rejoicing in thankfulness and praise. Amen.
Mr. Beaver, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, parents, family, and friends, it is my distinct privilege to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2025, the 70th graduating class in the history of Savannah Country Day School. The 83 members of this class are a fabulous collection of young men and women. Some are lifers, some even attended our little school, while others joined the class along the way. They represent a wonderful variety of interests and talents, academic, athletic, and artistic, and they have contributed to our school and our community in many meaningful and impactful ways. They're heading off to an impressive and interesting mix of colleges and universities. 13 of them will be continuing their athletic careers. Several will be continuing careers in the arts. It has been a true joy to watch them perform, to watch them compete, to watch them grow, and over the last year, to watch them lead. And I truly enjoyed getting to know them a little better over the last few weeks as I sat with them in senior exit interviews. Reflecting on their time at Country Day, they recounted positive memories of Grad Bash, freshman weekend, and homecoming, of senior lunches, Peter Thompson's tailgates before football games, and senior assassin. By the way, I don't know who won. Do we know? We don't know. No, okay. They expressed appreciation for the freedom they were given in the upper school the improvements that have been made to our campus, electives that have been added to our curriculum, but most of all, they expressed appreciation for their teachers. They noted their vast knowledge and passion for their subjects and their dedication, care, and commitment to their students. Class of 2025, I would like you to take a minute to reflect on how much you have grown and how hard you have worked to get where you are today. And consider those who helped you get here, your teachers and coaches, your family and friends, and the many others who supported you along the way. I ask that you look for an opportunity to thank them in the days and weeks ahead, and don't ever forget the important role they played in your journey. If you're nervous about the next stage of your life, you're not alone. In fact, I'd be a bit surprised if there's anyone on this stage who isn't a bit anxious right now. Know that you are ready. You have learned how to study. You have learned how to manage your time. You have learned how to collaborate effectively with others, and you have learned how to ask for help. You have learned how to persevere through challenge, and you have learned how to deal with adversity. Speaking of adversity, don't forget the low points, the moments in which you made a mistake, did poorly on a test, or played poorly in a game, the moments when things didn't go the way you had hoped and that led to disappointment or even failure. While those may not be the most pleasant memories, you can take strength from the fact that you bounced back and overcame those moments and probably learned more from them than you did even from your successes. Towards that end, try to say yes to new challenges and opportunities, even if they seem daunting whenever possible. I suspect that many of you have no idea what you want to do with your life yet, and that's completely okay. All the more reason to try new things. You are entering a complex world at an even more complex time. More than ever, the world needs your intelligence and your creativity, your strength and your determination, your empathy and your compassion. You are entering at a time in which there is often more focus on our differences than on our commonalities. Fight against that trend. Be firm in your convictions, but be thoughtful, reflective, and open to ideas and opinions that differ from yours. Embrace difficult conversations and always assume goodwill in those who have a different view. Be both confident and humble. Be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished, but accept and embrace your shortcomings. In both your personal and professional lives, seek out people you can trust and who are willing to give you honest feedback, even if it stings. Receptiveness to feedback will be critically important to your continued growth and improvement. Finally, and most importantly, be yourself and believe in yourself. You are each capable of doing incredible things. Don't let anyone or anything hold you back. In closing, I know I speak for the entire faculty and staff when I say that we are extremely proud of you, and we cannot wait to hear about the great things we know you will do in the years ahead. Know that your Savannah Country Day family will always be here for you, so keep in touch and call on us if you ever need anything. Congratulations and good luck, class of 2025. It is now my pleasure to introduce the head of our upper school, Mr. Jonathan Day.
Hey. All right, class of 25, take a minute and just look around this amazing room. These people are here for you. See the ones who are here and remember the ones who are not. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, this is your village. This assemblage of family, friends, teachers, administrators all put their best into you. Remember that and be grateful in this moment. I want to echo Mr. Wilson's sentiment that as you prepare to take the next steps in your personal journeys, get to know this village more, especially your family. Hear their stories, know their sacrifices, the ones they made for you, and how they got you to this point. To all of you, thank you for being my family's village. It's a gift to have known this class for so many years, for the past 9, in fact. Watching this group grow up from 4th grade until now, it is my honor to share this day with you. To our faculty, whether you taught this group for their first year at Country Day or their last year at Country Day, thank you for your love and commitment to them. You are truly the heart of this school. The class of 2025 will be remembered fondly. What I will remember most about this grade is just how far they have come and how much they have grown. It was a little bumpy early on, but I am so proud of the young people they have grown into, the pride they have in their school, themselves, and each other. They have been significant contributors to the legacy of this school, and whether on the stage, the court, the field, the classroom, the courtroom, or the Adirondack chairs, they will be missed. I am particularly proud of this group for their embrace of change. They have seen much of it in their time at Country Day, and to have a major change inflicted on them in their senior year in the form of yonder pouches, that would have caused revolt in many other groups. Instead, this group rolled with it. They complied, and they set the tone for other grades to follow. At the senior dinner on Wednesday, it was heartwarming to hear advisors talk to their students about the bonds they had formed, the time they enjoyed together, and the friendships made. These 83 future leaders all possess the potential to make our world a better place. They have embraced the challenge of this education, and they stand poised to earn the distinction of becoming Country Day graduates. We will dearly miss them. And now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the president of the class of 2025, Peter Thompson.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2025, I want to welcome you and thank you all for being here with us. Family, friends, teachers, and staff, your support truly means the world to us. First and foremost, I would like to take a moment to recognize and thank our parents. Thank you for the countless rides to school, the late-night pep talks, the reminders to just do your best, and the unconditional love that carried us through these years. You've cheered us on at our highs and stood by us through our most challenging moments. Without your patience, guidance, and unwavering belief in us, we wouldn't be standing here today. To the Parents Association, thank you for going above and beyond to make this year memorable. From organizing events to making sure we had everything we needed to enjoy our time at Country Day, you truly made our senior year special. We are so grateful for your time, energy, and heart. To the faculty, our teachers, mentors, and coaches, thank you. You've challenged us, inspired us, and helped us grow, not just as students, but as individuals. You saw potential in us, even when we doubted ourselves, and you pushed us to rise to it. Whether it was through passionate lectures, patient explanations, or extra help after school, your dedication has made a lasting impact in all of us. We walk away today not just prepared for the next step, but confident because of you. To the operations staff, the true behind-the-scenes heroes, thank you. From the early mornings to the late nights, from maintaining our campus to making sure every event ran smoothly, your hard work made our days easier and better. You might not always be in the spotlight, but please know that everything you do matters. We see you and we appreciate you. And now I'd like to give a very special thank you to Mr. Fitzgerald. When we found out we'd be welcoming a new dean in our junior year, we were all a little bit nervous. We imagined the strict rules, stern talks, and maybe even a little intimidation. But from the moment we met you, it was clear you weren't here to rule with an iron fist. You were here to lead with kindness, energy, and optimism. You brought spirit, empathy, and a genuine desire to see us succeed. You've been our biggest supporter, and you've shown us what it means to lead with both strength and heart. We are endlessly grateful for everything that you've done for us. So thank you, Mr. Fitzgerald. And then to my fellow graduates, we made it. As we sit here today, ready to move forward, let's not forget everything and everyone who helped us get here. Let's carry the lessons, the laughter, and the love with us wherever we go next. Congratulations, class of 2025. Our journey is just beginning, and I have no doubt it's going to be great. Thank you.
This really is a great class, but as in every facet of life, there are pace setters, those who set the tone and give us something to strive toward. The valedictorian and salutatorian are two such students who have led the way. Through a combination of grit, force of will, and a bit of good fortune, these two students have consistently excelled at the highest level. In a class this accomplished, that is no easy feat. And so by recognizing these two students and their achievements, we truly do celebrate the entire class. It is my pleasure to introduce you to the salutatorian of the class of 2025, Ella Haas. On a daily basis at school, Ella is the model of grace and humility. She is steady, calm, and admired by faculty and peers equally. It can be often assumed that a student of Ella's caliber is exclusively self-reliant and never asks questions. In fact, the opposite is true. Ella is not afraid to seek help, ask questions, and admit when she is stuck. It is a wise person who can admit what they do not know. This talented All-American award-winning cheerleader on Friday nights rarely displays that level of enthusiasm around her academic successes. Instead, Ella quietly and confidently moves through her coursework, always performing at or near the top of the class, regardless of the subject. She is modest and well-liked for her steady nature and irreverent sense of humor. Beyond the classroom, Ella is a hardcore cheerleader for both our teams and for those in need. By delivering handmade birthday cards to senior citizens, participating in Tech Time, a support program for seniors, and participating in marsh grass restoration in Louisiana, Ella embodies our motto of service through knowledge and character. One teacher said of Ella, "She is kind everywhere." Ella, for your service, determination, and kindness, it is my honor to name you our salutatorian. Congratulations. And now I would invite Elizabeth Perry, valedictorian of the class of 2025, to join me. In the classroom, Elizabeth makes it all look easy. She never seems flustered when those crowded assignment weeks inevitably appear throughout the year, as she always arrives ready and prepared to execute the assignment with quality, be it a presentation, reading lab, quiz, math test, or essay. I know from her lower school teachers that she was the same kind of student then as she is now. She has now completed the most challenging curriculum we can throw at a student and persevered through tough times. This is what makes Elizabeth such an admirable student. She's taken her lumps and learned how to be more successful. We love Elizabeth's immense native scholarly talent, but her grit is perhaps an even more valuable trait. Beyond the classroom, Elizabeth is most often found in a music studio, either on campus or off, honing her skills with one of the many instruments she plays: piano, guitar, bass, cello, drums, ukulele. Does that sound right? She has earned all-state recognition on the piano and has a garage band with big dreams. Elizabeth is also an engaged community member, most notably as part of the youth docent program at the Davenport House downtown. Elizabeth is admired by her peers and teachers for her calm presence, good judgment, loyalty, and the grace with which she moves through the world, balancing all of her responsibilities. A quiet powerhouse, Elizabeth, who is also our star student, has willingly accepted the rigors of our curriculum and succeeded at the highest level while being humble and kind. It is my honor to call her valedictorian. And now it's your turn.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Day, for the generous introduction. I'm so glad to see everyone here today to celebrate this truly amazing class. I'm honored to be named the Class of 2025 valedictorian. It's such a privilege to be standing in front of you all speaking today, and before I say anything else, I want to thank all of the people who made this possible. To my parents, thank you for always pushing me to my fullest potential and supporting me the last 18 years. To my sister, Emily, who blazed the trail ahead of me, Thank you for being such a great role model and teaching me to always stand up for myself. And to my grandparents, Gidget and Pappy, and the rest of my extended family, thank you all so much for cheering me on every step of the way. To my friends, I don't know how I would have made it through high school without you all. You've been my support system, second family, and a constant source of laughter and comfort. Thank you for always showing up, making every little moment count, and reminding me that I was never alone. I don't know what I'll do without y'all by my side next year. And lastly, I would like to extend the biggest thanks to all of my incredibly hardworking teachers. From Mrs. Clark in pre-K to my senior year teachers, each of you has shaped the way I think, the way I work, and how I see the world. You've given me a foundation that I'll carry with me into college and beyond, and it's thanks to you all that I feel so prepared. To my senior year teachers specifically, thank you all for putting up with some pretty intense senioritis and still having the patience to keep us learning. I'd like to start with a story for any younger siblings here. I was in 5th grade when my sister graduated high school, and I remember sitting in Saunders, bored out of my mind, waiting until I could eat the graduation cake that I had been promised for sitting through the ceremony. And they had the valedictorian get up and speak, and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this is terrifying. I couldn't imagine having to stand up here in front of all these people. And I asked my mom in the car after if she thought I could ever be valedictorian, and she said, probably not. Which honestly was a relief to hear because I was terrified of public speaking and still am. So to be standing here today talking to you all is something I never thought would happen. I know you've heard a lot today about what an accomplished class this is, but I'm here to attest to just how true that is. Inside of the classroom, we're sharp thinkers, curious learners, and people who go beyond the surface level to ask the questions that actually matter. I'm constantly amazed by how intelligent, insightful, and thoughtful this group is, and I really learn something new from them every day. Outside of the classroom, we are just as accomplished. We have 13 signed collegiate athletes who have shown us what determination really looks like and brought pride to our school time and time again. Our theater students have won at regional competition almost every year and even brought home the state title junior year with their performance of Peter and the Starcatcher. We have some truly incredible visual artists as well whose work speaks volumes, and they bring color, depth, and perspective to everything they do. The class of 2025 has started clubs, participated in countless hours of service, and found ways to bring people together in meaningful and lasting ways. To say this class is accomplished doesn't capture the full picture. It's full of passion, creativity, and determination. But more than anything, it's full of people who care. We've had a great 4 years together. We started in masks with Old Minas, Old Livingston, and no Mingledorf yet. Sophomore and junior year brought the unveiling of Mingledorf, whose gathering stairs and senior section quickly became the heart of campus life. And we also got some much-needed renovations to Minas and Livingston. But I think I can speak for everyone when I say that senior year has definitely been our most memorable. We kicked it off with Peter organizing tailgates before the football games, which helped our class bond early on, a bond that really made everything this year so much more meaningful. We had 3 incredible dances, homecoming, winter formal, and of course our Kentucky Derby prom, which were all resounding successes thanks to our tireless student council. Grad Bash was chaotic in all the right ways, with everybody rushing to get their favorite rides in and still make it back by 1:45. And we hopefully started a new tradition this year with Senior Assassin, which brought out everyone's competitive side and turned the grade into amateur spies. And our last day of school was the most memorable of all. It was surreal to be one of the seniors biking into school and not one of the underclassmen stuck in traffic behind them. We had Ramon on the grill, a smoothie bar, and everyone soaping themselves up to go down the water slide as fast as possible. Then came the countdown in the quad, where we all huddled together and counted down our final seconds of high school. In that moment, I remember thinking that this is what it feels like to be fully present. not racing ahead to the next big milestone or checking off the next box, but just being still together. And yet, so much of high school is spent waiting. We always say, I can't wait for prom, I can't wait to get my license, I can't wait to be a senior, I can't wait to graduate. But in all that waiting, I hope we don't forget to live in the moment. Even if it doesn't feel like it now, and I'm sure for many of us it doesn't, but one day we'll look back and realize that these were the days that shaped us. We've come so far from our freshman year selves, and we still have a long way to go. As we prepare to leave this place that we've called home, some of us since we were babies and others more recently, I hope we can take with us love and an open mind. In a world that can feel so increasingly divided, loud, and impatient, I hope we move through it with kindness. I know that we'll continue to bring our full selves to everything we do, not just the polished college application version, but the real, complex, and honest people we've become. There's a line from a Phoebe Bridgers song called Scott Street that says, "Anyway, don't be a stranger." And I think that's a pretty good way to put it. Even though time will pass and we'll move all over the world and meet all new kinds of people, I hope we don't lose each other. I hope we still cheer each other on from wherever we are, not out of obligation, but because these years and these people actually meant something. So to the class of 2025, thank you for being such a huge part of my life. I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to grow up with. Good luck with whatever comes next, and don't be a stranger.
Those schoolgirl days of telling tales and biting nails are gone. But in my mind, I know they will still live on and on. But how do you thank someone who has taken you from crayons to perfume? Oh, it isn't easy, but I'll try. If you wanted the sky, I would ride across the sky of letters that would soar 1,000 feet high to serve with love.
The time has come for closing books, and long last looks must end. And as I leave, I know that I am leaving my best friends.
A friend who taught me right from wrong and weak from strong. That's a lot to learn.
What can I give them in return?
If you wanted the moon, I would try to make a stop, but I would rather you let me give my heart to serve with love, with love. If you wanted the moon, I would try to make a stop, but I would rather you let me give my heart to serve with love.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Miss Gail Singer. Miss Singer founded Circle Lighting in 1998 in Savannah, Georgia, to bring her idea of a well-edited lighting showroom in a boutique-style atmosphere to life. Through the years, Miss Singer's business acumen and design passion earned her much praise and recognition among the design community, resulting in extraordinary growth. By the end of 2020, Circle Lighting had successfully expanded to 21 locations across the United States with an international hub in London. Ms. Singer's seasonal product collaborations with elite designers such as Chapman & Myers, Thomas O'Brien, Alexa Hampton, Suzanne Kasler, and Kelly Wersler earned her praise in the pages of Elle Decor, Architectural Digest, Luxe, Veranda, and more. Ms. Singer, alongside her brother, was the 2020 recipient of the New York School of Interior Design's coveted Larry Kravitz Design Industry Innovation Award. In 2022, Ms. Singer was an honoree of the SCAD Women of Vision, and last year, Ms. Singer was appointed to the Board of Trustees for the New York School of Interior Design. Today, Circle Lighting is known as Visual Comfort & Company and boasts more than 60 locations with digital platforms that serve the United States, United Kingdom, and European markets. Throughout this growth, Ms. Singer remains committed to beautiful design and, above all, a brilliant customer experience. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Ms. Gail Singer.
Thank you, Ella. Elizabeth, I'm with you on wherever you are, being a little bit terrified of public speaking, so here we go. Wow, well, good evening, graduates, parents, faculty, family, friends. I am really honored to have been asked to be here today. When I was first asked to give this commencement speech, I thought, why me? And many of you may be thinking the same thing. And what would I have to say that could be meaningful? And as I continued to think about it, I realized I did have something to say I'd hope would make an impact. Also, when Meredith Delaney asked me to do something, I say yes. And I guess I also have to blame Jerry Flood for throwing my hat in the, or my name in the hat. Anyway, graduates, raise your hand if you make your bed in the morning. Come on. All right, we have some work to do here. Today is a celebration of late night studies and early morning alarms, of lunchroom conversations that turned into lifelong friendships, of finding yourself piece by piece through 4 years of learning, not just about the world, but about who you are. As you sit here in your beautiful white dresses and pressed dinner jackets, some of you probably know exactly what you want to do next, and that's great. Hold that vision close, but hold it lightly too. Because for many of you, the future may seem more like a question mark than a roadmap. Maybe you're unsure of what's next. Maybe you're overwhelmed by the pressure to figure it all out right now. And if that's you, I want you to know that's okay too. I've had many lives that took me to many places and many phases, but they all brought me to right here, right now. I didn't start my current business till I was 40, and that was a long time ago. You don't always need a 5-year plan. Sorry, parents. You don't need to have the title of your future career written in ink. You just need to start with something you love, something that lights you up. No pun intended, I don't necessarily recommend going into the lighting business. That thing that makes you forget to check your phone, that's where your path begins. You don't have to know what you want to be, just who you want to be, and start there. And if you're still figuring that out, let me offer 3 ideas to carry with you: kindness, empathy, and doing your best. School president, your parents are right. First, kindness. The world doesn't always seem to reward kindness right away, but it always needs it. Kindness doesn't mean being passive or pleasing everyone. It means choosing to treat others with dignity. It means looking someone in the eye and really seeing them. It means speaking up for what's right, even when your voice shakes. You have no idea the impact a simple act of kindness can have. Holding a door, remembering someone's name, asking how someone's doing, and listening to the answer. These moments might seem small, but in a world rushing to be first and loudest, kindness is radical. Second, empathy. Empathy is more than understanding. It's stepping into someone else's experience without judgment. It's knowing that the person sitting next to you has a story you haven't heard, struggles you haven't seen, and dreams you don't know about. In whatever path you take, business, science, art, education, empathy will be your greatest asset. And when you lead, because being human comes before being successful. And when you lead with empathy, people will trust you, work with you, and walk beside you. And third, do your best. I didn't say perfect. Perfection is a myth, but doing your best, that's something you control, no matter where you are or what you're facing. Doing your best means showing up, even when it's hard. It means giving effort, even when no one's watching. And it means knowing that your best might look different on different days, and that's okay too. Some days your best will feel like climbing mountains. Other days, it might just be getting out of bed and facing the world. Be proud of both. And while you're out there doing your best, be mindful of the world you're doing it in. We live in a time of nonstop notifications, scrolls that never end, feeds filled with highlight reels and headlines. Social media can be an incredible tool, but it can also be a trap. It can make you feel like you're falling behind, even when you're exactly where you need to be. So here's a challenge. Unplug sometime. Look up. Take real moments over filtered ones. Choose connection over comparison. Protect your peace like it's gold, because it is. And when it comes to what you see and share online, be thoughtful. Be skeptical. In a world of AI and algorithms, misinformation spreads faster than truth. Don't just consume, question. Ask, is this real? What's the source? Verify. Verifying information before sharing it isn't just responsible, it's an act of empathy. It's saying, I care enough about the people around me to make sure I'm not spreading confusion or harm. That matters now more than ever. So here's a truth I hope you carry with you. Success is not just about what you do, it's about how you live. Will you live with integrity? Will you be someone who lifts others up? Will you do the small things with great care? Because in the end, what matters most won't be the titles after your name or the trophies on your shelf. It will be the people whose lives you touched, the moments where you chose kindness, the days you got up and tried again, the way you made others feel when they were around you. So class of 2025, as you step forward into this big unknown, do it with open hands and an open heart. Don't worry about having it all figured out, just start. Start with what you love, start with what matters, start where you are. Be curious, be brave, and most of all, please, be kind. So congratulations on completing what will now have been the easiest part of your life. And remember, make your bed, and if at first you don't succeed, do what your mother told you to do in the first place. So congratulations, everyone, and thank you for having me.
Well, the time has finally come. Mr. Beaver, Mr. Wilson, faculty, Board of Trustees, students, families, and honored guests, it is my pleasure to present to you the candidates for graduation in the Savannah Country Day School class of 2025. We invite families to stand when the name of your student is called. This year, I am pleased to announce that we are beginning a new tradition. Members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff who are parents of the graduating class have been invited to come up on stage to congratulate and take a photo with their graduates. Will the back row please stand? Ramon Martin Barboa V. Turner Scott Berthasell. Daniel Neil Bosch. Daniel Howard Bradley III. Jeremiah Khalib Brown. Chase Austin Berger. Kent Mitchell Burnett. Miles Bannister Carson. Jackson Wiley Day. Thomas Edwin Dennard IV. Henry Allen Dickerson. Nicholas David Dunn. Charles Jackson Ezel, Jr. Thomas Gregory Fedorovich. Ian Michael Foose. William Shane Ross Glisson. William Cooper Harmon. Colin Nelson Harris. Campbell Blue Highsmith. Bracy Hires Holland, Jr. Brooks Reagan Kleinpeter. Jack Robert Lovell. Linwood Bates Lovett. Cameron Noel McLeod. Nikhil Rohan Manocha. Cash Ryan McCoy. Gabriel Tavi McKinney. Barton Paget Mixon. Will the middle row please stand? McCade Joseph Neal. Andrew Christopher Nicholson. Alexander Blake Paderewski. John Morgan Peters. Walker Ryan Price. James Bartley Rhodes. Ian Robert Rogers. Andrew Avery Salyer. Jackson Edward Sammons. Tyler Christian Scott. Evan David Settery. Andrew Christopher Simones. Philip Davis Slatinsky. Rafael Francesco Stanga. Peter Cullum Thompson. Matthias Hornby Weiland. Andrew Lanier Wynn. Patrick Thomas Wynn, Jr. Iomikun Allison Ajay. Kyungju Madison Beck. Catherine Edith Barber. Isabella Amelia Bentley. Agnes Hill Brown. Hannah Isabel Burt. Mary Margaret Carroll. Lanning Christine Dry. Tallulah Ford Fitzgerald. Jade Alexis Flood. Hey, scoot down. Hey, scoot down. Scoot down. Scoot down. Will the front row please stand? Ania Lene Gibbs. Ella Caroline Haas. Violet Parker Lee Hall. Winifred Gracie Henneman. Margaret Underwood Howington. Juyeon Kim. Mary Catherine McFadden. Anne Mare Mandel. Is that you? Catherine Farabee McCorkle. Allison Acacia McCrae. Lane Coppage Middleton. Anna Victoria Miller Serrano. Sophia Rosemary Okumu. Caden Grace Osterman. Elizabeth Ann Perry. Isabella Raquel Piccone. Margaret Emma Sawyer. Henley Merle Chavera. Mary Elizabeth Simones. Rachel Shin. Hollyann Isabel Spivey. Harris Kelly Stone. Nell Pruitt Strength. Eliza Ravenel Strong. Rosemary Duval Sumner. Mary Mobley Varnado. Emerson Clee Wright. Will all rows please stand? It is my honor to present to you the graduates of the Savannah Country Day School Class of 2025. And since you're all standing, please remain standing for the singing of our alma mater and remain standing for the benediction given by Reverend Deanie Strength, followed by the recessional.
And now hear these words of benediction and gratitude. Faculty, trustees, school staff, and administrators, may God gift you with deep satisfaction and a period of rest and peace for another year of a job well done. Parents, family members, grandparents, and friends, may God pour into each of us a spirit of peace and excitement about what is ahead for our students. And students, may God fill you with a spirit of hope and lifelong purpose, which is the longing of all of our hearts for you today. It is a blessing to be alive, to be well educated, and to be practiced in the values of honor, character, discipline, beauty, and kindness, values lifted up by the Savannah Country Day School. Let us all go out from this place to serve others with a generous and compassionate spirit, with an attitude of faith, reverence, and tolerance, and see how we might impact the world for the better. Remembering that motto, service through knowledge and character. In the name of our Lord we pray. Amen.